Here's the thing, in a world that is so low vibe, inundated with doom, gloom, raising your vibration, keeping your vibration high is a skill set. In fact, it is integral to your survival. And when it comes to raising your vibration, when it comes to keeping yourself in high spirits, even when everything around you from media, social media, friends, family, acquaintances, colleagues, whoever else is in your circle of orbit, regardless of what they got going on and the doom and gloom that they are taking in, when you keep your vibration high, you're able to insulate yourself from a lot of the frequencies that pull people down into really rough emotional places. And I'm going to tell you how art in particular can raise the vibration of not only your home and your living space, but also your life. If you're new here, welcome to Alari Lifestyle. It is a luxury online art gallery and fashion boutique where I sell my original art as well as my original fashion line, Alari. I think when it comes to raising the vibration of your home space, your living space, maybe even your working space, choosing art that can do so is something that people, I feel like they don't really think about that. They might be thinking, oh my gosh, why do I feel so gloomy? Why is it so hard for me to wake up in the morning? And there's so many factors, right, that can feed into that. And I don't think that it helps when every time you turn on the news, every time you go on social media, there's something crazy, ridiculous, horrendous, fatal, all of the words happening. And I think a lot of people are feeling kind of like helpless when it comes to prioritizing joy, and when it comes to prioritizing pleasure, and also when it comes to cultivating a peaceful environment within themselves. And I think that a way that art is able to do that is through symbolism. So even the piece right here behind me, where there's a woman opening her heart and just emerging out of water, it's called River's Girl. And she's opening her heart to the cosmos, to the heavens, as a source for inspiration, but also it can be a depiction of freedom. It can be a depiction of letting go, of leaving behind everything that was tying you down and levitating. And there's just so much room for interpretation in this piece, but ultimately I liked how it made me feel. And I want others, when they have that in their home, I want them to feel that essence. And so art can really be great inspirational imagery. If you're looking to raise your vibration, raise the vibration of your relationships, having art that depicts sisterhood, having art that depicts romance is also very useful. So another way that art can raise your vibration is through color. So I've kind of touched on this in another video. I believe it was when I was talking about the spiritual influences of my art. Color matters for balancing your chakras just as much as meditation, just as much as, different rituals or practices that you may do to maintain a harmonious environment within yourself. When people bring in colorful art, and when the art has colors that make them feel safe or make them feel at peace, it can really change the entire energy of the space. And so you want your home to be an oasis. Like, at least for me, I know I do. I'm in my studio right now and I have all of my art hung up. Like, every wall of this room is covered with art, and I cannot even begin to explain how that has transformed my life so much. A lot of people think that wealth is tied to just bland, beige decor, but if you really think about it, I think a lot of those homes can be void of emotion, and they can be void of harmony, and they can be void of inspiration. And when you really look, like, I love Architectural Digest, and I think the homes that really stand out to me are the homes where you can really tell, like, they put in a lot of time, effort, and also intention into the colors in their space. I think reds and oranges can be really passionate colors that you can infuse into your home if you want to have a feeling of grounding, if you want to have a feeling of sensual expression, of playfulness. Whereas something like pink, something like green can be a little bit more healing and feel a little bit more romantic as well, and just more, sensual in the sense of being earthy, right? I just feel like, you know, when it comes to raising your vibration and just keeping yourself in high vibes, beyond the imagery that you surround yourself with, beyond the colors that you choose to infuse into your home, I think it also goes back to the belief systems. My art is rooted in the belief that we are created in the image of our divine creator, God, and I believe that the universe is rooting for us. I feel like we are so deeply intertwined and connected to the cosmos, the earth, the heavens. Everything around us is so deeply connected to each other. I think that just helps me feel less alone. I think it also helps me realize that, okay, when I am happy, when I'm doing something that brings light into the world, that can have an effect on the next person. That can have an effect on the overall vibration of the world. So ultimately, the thing that I want you to leave this video with is knowing that you can control how you choose to feel. You can control the vibes of your life, okay? I know the vibes, at least in America right now, feel a bit off, okay? It feels a little bit, I don't know, like a lot of things are changing, a lot of things people want to change are not changing, and it can be kind of scary to face such rapid change. And then also a lot of tragedy has been happening in the US as well. And so this is not to diminish the importance of these issues. Au contraire, it is actually to remind you that in order to move past these issues, in order to rebel against systems that we don't agree with and that seek to imbue us in doom and gloom, so that we can be more placated and we can be easier to control. Because guess what? Unhappy people, desperate people are very easy to manipulate. But when you are joyful, when you have inspiration, when you have a sense of purpose, a joie de vivre, you can be able to stand up against the energies and the forces unseen that want you to feel bad about yourself or want you to feel, you know, like hopeless or even helpless. So I hope this video could help you. And if you're looking for artwork to collect and to invest into your spiritual and emotional well-being, and you really want to raise the vibration of your home, I highly encourage you to check out my original artwork at alarelifestyle.com. My online gallery is filled with an extensive collection of vibrant pieces that all aim to make you feel happier and seek to remind you of your God-given beauty. So that is all for now. I will chat with y'all in the next one. Okay.